Hi, I'm Natasha Lubchenko. Welcome to Money Wisdom, sponsored by Johnson Brunetti. We're educating you about smart ways to manage your money, and joining us is Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner and Johnson Brunetti partner. Eric, great to see you again. Welcome.
Hi, Natasha. Thank you.
So today we're touching on a common debate in the retirement world, which is whether it's more beneficial to take your pension as a lump sum or as a monthly income. Can you talk to me about this and why it's an important decision for people to make?
So many employers, times ago, not as common now, would have these pension provisions where a traditional pension is when you retire, you're going to get a monthly check every month for the rest of your life, which is fantastic because you're never going to run out of that money. But also a lot of employers now offer a lump sum, meaning that you can either get that check every month for the rest of your life, or they'll give you all the money at once, and then it's up to you to determine how to invest it. So it's important to note every company is different. And of course, everyone's situation is different. Some people should do this, and some people, that's the biggest mistake they could ever make. They should do this. So there's a few things we'll go through.
Absolutely. And I know over at Johnson Brunetti, you help a lot of people out with this. It's a big decision to make. Today, you're giving us some pointers. Here we have 4 questions you need to ask before making this decision. Question number 1 is, do I need the money at all?
Right. So there's so many factors that come into this. And a big thing is, well, this is the lump sum that I'm entitled to, and this is the monthly payout that I'm going to get. Now, if there's 2 of you, you also have to be thinking about, okay, is it enough for it to pay out the rest of my life, or for the rest of, in my case, me and my wife's life? Because we need income for 2 lives, not just 1. So you look at, well, how much am I actually making on that money? Because if you elect the benefit that I'm not going to take the lump sum, I'm going to take this monthly payout just for my life, and you don't live that long, it's all gone. And again, I'm not advocating taking the lump sum. What's very important is to look at the specifics of what you have available to you and what you need. And a big part of that question is do you need the money? If the answer is, I'm never going to touch it, well, then you should probably take a lump sum and invest it and grow that money for future use.
Right. It seems like everyone's circumstance is different in this case, so these questions are important. Question number 2 says, am I responsible with money?
Okay. Right. Think about a lottery winner. Right. And you hear these statistics, at least if you're a financial planner, you hear these statistics. The percentage of people that win the lottery and then go bankrupt, the ones that, and what's happening there is, well, I want the money all at once. I was reading a story the other day about he won the lotto when he was in like his early 20s, and he bought a ranch and he won $225 million, which, is fantastic. So he wins $225 million. He takes $80 million all at once. So he gives up the difference, which is still an unfathomable amount of money. And he still has plenty of money. The point is, he took the $80 million all at once, or he could have had 225 over the rest of his life. Either way, a ton of money. But if you take the money as a lump sum and you spend it all, and that money was for the rest of your life, it's all gone. So that's where that comes in, is you need a plan if you're going to take a lump sum, because you can't just spend it down and then have no money.
Sure. And now, talking about plans, this next question is, can I trust someone to invest my money? That seems like a plan that you need to think about if you do take that lump sum.
And this is where people get into, you need to get some input on what makes the most sense. Even for people that are managing things on their own, you can envision getting to a place where you either, 1, no longer want to do that, or perhaps are no longer capable of doing that. And you want to figure out these plans now, not when you're at a point where you're no longer equipped to be doing it on your own. So what you need to look at is not just how much income we need right now, how much am I going to need in 5 years, 10 years, what's life going to look like? And that's where you get into having a plan to determine not just what's most appropriate now, but where you need to be in the future.
Yep. And then now also, this goes along with that. You're thinking about the future. How will this decision affect those that I love?
There are these different phases as you approach retirement. During working years, you're saving as much as you can. So I hope I can retire someday. And as you get very close to retirement, and also that plan, you should have that plan in place before you retire. You're never too young to do it. But then when you do retire, it's, I hope we're going to have enough. I hope it's going to work. And then, you figure out your Social Security and your health insurance. And then it's 72. The IRS is forcing you to draw money out. Point is, you will hit a point where some folks say, we're not going to spend all this money. and you start to think about leaving money behind, if you take that pension as a traditional pension payout, when you die, it is gone. And again, I'm not saying don't do that, because some people absolutely should, but some people absolutely shouldn't. And you get one chance at making this decision, and it's not the company's responsibility to tell you which one to do. There is a reason lump sum pensions exist. A lot of those companies want you to take it, but it's a big opportunity, and it could drastically change what the rest of your life looks like, and also, if it's important to you, what you're leaving behind when you're gone.
Yeah, there's a whole lot to consider here, and I know you have a special offer for us today where you actually delve a little bit more into this. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so it's a book. It's a lump sum pension payment guide. Should you take your retirement as a lump sum? And it addresses it in more detail exactly what I'm talking about. Some of the key things is that every employer is different. Just like everyone's situation is different, what your best friend is doing is irrelevant to what you should be doing. Some companies offer, $600,000 lump sum, or $30,000 a year every year for the rest of your life. Another company will give you the same $600,000 lump sum, or $60,000 a year every year for the rest of your life. So you've got to look into that. If you're getting a pension projection that says, well, either take all of it or 100% survivor, there are more options available to you. That's where you just got to work with that company and work with an advisor. So again, read this. If you have a pension, you have to read this. We'll get the book to you. It's totally free. It's the Lump Sum Pension Payment Guide. You can get it at www.moneywisdomtv.com. Again, that's www.moneywisdomtv.com. Read it. It will help. And like everything that we write, it's, these key bullet points. Okay, I did that. On to the next. It's easy to follow.
Wonderful. That is such a great offer. Thank you again, Eric Hogarth from Johnson Brunetti. Again, if you want to learn more, go to moneywisdomtv.com.